Hi guys, welcome back to Too Cool for Middle School. I am sitting on my couch today. I thought I would just do a little bit of like a catch-up video, just kind of talk about how things have been going lately. I also got a few books recently, so we can do a little bit of a book haul. So yeah, I mean, this has been a very strange Thanksgiving break. I do feel like it kind of came just in time. I was really happy to have a little bit of time off. I ended up filling all of that time with just like work doing other things. Somehow I always manage to do that to myself. And there's also still just so much left undone. Like, I think this is the thing that is most frustrating to me just about myself in a quarantine situation. Like, I'm home all the time. I live in LA, and so we actually recently had more restrictions and regulations placed upon us. So there's not even like outdoor dining, parks are closed. Some restaurants and stuff we've noticed are just closing until like January, because it's probably really hard to stay in business right now when like the regulations just keep changing. It's probably really hard to keep people scheduled and paid and all of that. So anyway, you pretty much just stay home. We pretty much just stay home. So I'm like, why have I not been able to get this place cleaned up? Like, I just cleared the laundry off of this couch so that I could do a little video here, but I'm looking at so much mess. Jensen's singing in that room. I wanted to like get some Christmas stuff up, but I need to clean up first. There are toys everywhere. My husband keeps buying Jensen toys. I guess I do too. But because he can't do anything else, he can't really even like go outside, so we just keep buying him toys. I need to like get rid of some. You know, somehow, even though I'm at home and I should have like more time, I still haven't gotten into an exercise routine after like 7 months. You know, our gyms have been closed the entire time. So that just really doesn't feel good. For whatever reason, all of us just stay up really late and like wake up late. I don't have a good nighttime routine or morning routine. I really hate going to the grocery store. It just like stresses me out, and we don't always have everything stocked in our grocery stores still. So, you know, cooking is not very fun because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get everything. So it's just frustrating to realize, you know, like how all those times when we said like, if I were just home more, if I just had more hours in the day, I could keep this place clean and I could cook every night and I would exercise every morning, and none of those things are happening. So I'm trying to like do better. I just literally don't know how, like, especially because there's no release valve. Like, after you get done working for the day or for the week, you know, on like a Friday night, you can't go out to dinner, you can't go to a movie. And I completely understand why and like support all of these policies, because I want us to get this freaking virus under control and stop spreading it. And hopefully, you know, the vaccine is successful pretty soon and we're able to distribute it and everything. But it's hard just to be home and not really have any release, and then not really have anything to look forward to either, because you can't plan much because you just don't know, you know, what's going to be happening. So yeah, anyway, I'm mostly just like disappointed in myself that I haven't been able to pull this together. What else? Teaching wise, in case you're new here, I teach 6th grade history and 8th grade English. I think history has been the hardest to do online because so much of what we do in 6th grade history, since this is their first year in middle school, it's their first year having history every single day, you know, like a dedicated amount of time to history. And so we do kind of use it as a bridge between elementary and middle school, and we do a lot of projects, and each unit is kind of centered around a project. So like right now we're going into ancient Egypt, and I don't even know like what to do. Like, we can't do a sarcophagus. We aren't going to be able to do our latke and dreidel party in December, like, because we do like the Hebrews after the Egyptians. And so like, just usually every civilization that we study, there's just some kind of like a hands-on project that goes along with it. So then without that, I feel a little bit aimless, and we don't have an online textbook of any kind, so I'm like creating a lot of the stuff myself or finding things online. So it's just hard. I feel like my students can probably tell that we aren't very focused. We do have a essential question, and we're always working towards that essential question, so at least there's that. But yeah, it's not easy. For English, it's a little bit easier, I would say, because you know, we just have like a text that we're working from. With history, I think that's the hard thing, is that it's very difficult to find texts on ancient history that are accurate and that are high quality and that are written at a 6th grade level and that I can like do something with. Like that's hard to find. So with English, we do have an online textbook. They all have access to. We just did the monkey's paw, for example. We did the telltale heart. So that was like our little horror unit. And then we have 3 weeks before Christmas break, and I think I'm going to do our Dear Evan Hansen unit. I love this unit. I love using the lyrics of this musical as text because they're just so freaking well done. And it's really fun. It's just kind of like a change of pace, but I've only ever done it in person. I don't know how well this is going to translate to online. I feel like it could be really, really good, like just something different and something for them to really connect with. I don't know how much everyone's listening to music right now. Like maybe these songs will be like healing for people. I don't know. With Dear Evan Hansen, you get into discussions of mental health. And once I get this whole digital unit figured out, I will, you know, definitely put it on Teachers Pay Teachers and everything. But just so you know, we are not reading the novel, although I have a feeling a lot of students would like want to pick that up after we did this unit. But I just love the lyrics of the actual songs so much that I use those as text, and we analyze like different perspectives and like characterization and all of that through the lyrics themselves. So it's really fun. I think I have to pull all that together in like a day. I haven't been working on school stuff over Thanksgiving break, and I need to grade all of their Monkey's Paw fan fiction. So yeah, I don't know. How come I can't even stay up on my grading when I have time to? It's just hard. I don't know. So anyway, if nothing else, maybe this video is just a reminder that this is hard and we're struggling. And like teaching itself, I would say, is going better than like my regular life, because I have, you know, something I have to do every day for teaching. Like I've got to be online teaching at a certain time every day, and so that keeps me organized and working and moving towards something. It's a little bit harder for me to set goals for myself and stick to them and stay on a schedule and everything when every day just feels exactly the same. So there's that. I don't know. It's been like 7 months now. Maybe I'll figure it out this month. Who knows? Well, I've definitely been taking solace in books. I've read kind of an obscene amount this year. Really, reading so much is probably why I never work out, I haven't cleaned up, I don't get anything done, because I just like check out of reality so that I can read. I've read like 86 books in 2020. I'm trying to get to 100. We'll see if that happens. But anyway, let's look at a couple of things. This is the only one that is not a book. This is just a package that I got in the mail today, so I thought I would show you. This is from Bird and Stone, and they do like ethical jewelry. Oh, this is really pretty. On the inside, this is the little box. That is super cute. And so let's see, when you open it, it's just like begs to be photographed. This set is the Women in Politics set, and so 10% of your purchase is donated to She Should Run, to help more women run for office. I just happened to be wearing a really good sweatshirt today to go with this message. This is really pretty. It's 2 bracelets that go together. It says, "Nevertheless, she persisted." I'm gonna put these on. This is the Kamala set. I think I have a discount code or something, so I will link that down below. This is another box that I got a little while ago that I wanted to show you. It's called All the Colors of Christmas by Matthew Paul Turner. This is like the PR box for his new book. Oh my gosh, wow. Hey, this is gonna help me decorate for Christmas. This is cute. Aw, that's so nice. Here's a little Christmas tree and and some candles, ornament. Oh my gosh. A stocking, a handwritten card. That's super nice. I just want to read you the card. It says, "Hello Megan, what a hard year this has been for most of us, but teachers, y'all have carried so much of the weight. I hope that the holiday will bring you some merry and some calm. Hope you enjoy the book." Yeah.
That guy is scary.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, that guy is scary. Mommy, you don't like that guy because it's so scary.
That's right. You want to sit with me for a second?
No.
Sit right here? Oh, no? Okay, can you close the door then?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mommy.
That's okay. Well, Jensen didn't want to join us, but this is the book. So his writing is really poetic. It's a little bit like Dr. Seuss-esque. I wish there was somebody else to compare it to, but it's very like whimsical and it usually rhymes. Oh, this is neat. So it's like the golds and the blues and the whites and the browns of Christmas. Aw. I really enjoy Matthew Paul Turner's books, so if you get a chance to pick this one up, you might really like it. And I just got another children's book in kind of like a cute little kit. This one says, "Share some kindness, bring some light." Another really beautiful cover and, you know, just some pretty illustrations, and it's nice and wintry. Aw, that's really sweet. And this one came with like a little kitchen hand towel. Share some kindness, bring some light, and make some cookies. And a tote bag with the same thing. So I love these little sets of like book PR things. They're just so cute. This is adorable. I'm gonna put this on our refrigerator. Okay, those were sent to me. Let's quickly just look at some other books that I've picked up recently. These have like no... I was trying to look for like a unifying theme among them all, and there really isn't one. This one is called In My Own Moccasins by Helen Knott, and she wrote one of the poems in #NotYourPrincess, which my students read when we do our Indigenous Literature unit, and her poem is always my favorite, so I wanted to get more from her, and this is her memoir, so I'm excited to read that. This one is King and the Dragonflies by Cason Callender, and this one received a lot of attention this year. It's on a lot of like book lists for 2020, so wanted to make sure I didn't forget to get that one. I also got A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. I listened to the audiobook of An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. Is that the first one? I think so. And it ends kind of on a cliffhanger. So this is the sequel. It's pretty long, so I'm gonna try and read this one soon. This is another one that I was sent, and I keep meaning to talk about it. I keep meaning to read it. I just have so much to read. But this is by Daniel Hill, and it's called White Lies, 9 Ways to Expose and Resist the Racial Systems That Divide Us. He also wrote White Awake, which is one of my favorite books and one that I recommend to everybody who is trying to get into anti-racist work and learn more about anti-racism. So I'm really, really excited to read this one. And so like Daniel Hill and Matthew Paul Turner are both authors that I've gotten to know just via Instagram. I would post about their books, and then, you know, they would like click on a post that they were tagged in and see my review and then follow me, and I followed them, and you know, they sent me new books when they came out with them. So yeah, connecting with authors on social media I think is just a really cool thing that we haven't always had the opportunity to do, but now that we can do that, it's really exciting, and it's cool to see some of the other work that both of these men are doing outside of publishing. They are both really, really dedicated to racial reconciliation within the church, and they both just believe that the good news is for everyone. The good news is good news to everyone, no matter who you are. And I love following both of them, so I recommend books by both of those authors. This is another book that looked really interesting. It's called The Culture Map: Decoding How People Think, Lead, and Get Things Done Across Cultures. I have this little like exercise kind of a thing in my Teachers Pay Teachers store, just kind of evaluating your own culture and what like normal looks like to you. And I'm very fascinated by that concept, and just by understanding, first of all, what our own culture is, and then being able to recognize the differences between our own and other people's when we are trying to teach or work together or whatever it is that we need to do to get things done. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I am losing the light quickly. That's the other thing about right now, is that like we have no daylight either. I turned on some lamps, but I am far too lazy to ever use a ring light when I film. I never ever use lighting when I film. I feel like that's like YouTube 101, have good lighting, and I never do. Someday I'll learn how to be a good YouTuber. Anyway, a couple more books. This one is Bless Me Ultima, a classic by Rodolfo Anaya. And in one of my more recent videos, I just talked about looking for books by Latinx authors and being intentional about using those in class. And somebody recommended this one, and I've heard of it, but I haven't read it, so I will. It looks like it will be fairly quick to get through, so excited about that one. This one, I can't believe I don't already have. I really thought I did, but one of my favorite YouTubers and Instagrammers and singers and all of that, I just feel like we have such similar interests, is Amory. I do Amory's book club every month, and this is a book that she edited and I'm sure, you know, wrote a chapter in. This is like a book of short stories called Because You Love to Hate Me. This is a unique anthology. 13 acclaimed best-selling authors teamed up with 13 influential booktubers to reimagine the origin stories of the villains we love to hate, infamous foes from fairy tales, mythology, and brand new worlds. So this is like everything I love: booktube, short stories, anthologies, Amory. So I'll definitely be reading this one soon as well. And it's so funny because she like loves Jensen. She always comments on his pictures on Instagram and stuff. It's just so funny. Like, she follows me, but it's just for Jensen, I already know. And in one of her more recent videos, she did one very similar to this, where she just did kind of an update and a book haul. You can hear Jensen singing Queen Barb in the background, but this is one of the books that she picked up. Octavia Butler is just one of like the best science fiction writers, and so The Parable of the Sower is apparently like really, really relevant to today. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's supposed to be set in the early 2020s. So I'm excited to read this. This is one of those books that, like, you know, everybody should read in their lifetime type of a thing, so might as well get started. Another one that I just grabbed, I actually got another copy of this for my Secret Santa at work. I think this is a good gift for people who are interested in music, just kind of like in general. So this one is called This Is Your Brain on Music, The Science of a Human Obsession by Daniel J. Levitin. There's a review by Oliver Sacks. He's written quite a bit about like neuroscience, but he did write one called Musicophilia, I think is what it's called, and I really loved that one, so I have a feeling this will be sort of similar. But yeah, I'm just very excited to read that one as well. The next one that I got, I must have seen this on Instagram. It's called Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Some of the words on the back are astonishing, intoxicating, mesmerizing, eerily disturbing, spellbinding, artful. It has a delirious air. So yeah, that just sounded very interesting to me. I read like the first couple of pages, but haven't gotten into it yet. I also had to get this one. This is a new release over the summer. Actually, when I was working on my book, I was looking for a biography or an autobiography of Judy Heumann. And if you watch the Netflix documentary Crip Camp, you'll learn all about her. And there wasn't anything then, and so I'm really excited that this has come out. It's called Being Human, an unrepentant memoir of a disability rights activist. I loved learning about her story in the documentary, so I can't wait to read more of her own words on this. I just have two more. The last two that I want to show you, I ordered both of these from this society that I belong to. It's like the Caribbean Genealogy Research Society, and they're based out of the Virgin Islands, you know, which is what I research, and they have their own like bookstore and resources and stuff. And they do webinars every like couple of weekends, and so I attended a webinar last weekend and I loved it. It was so amazing to be, you know, just in this webinar with all these people. A lot of them were in the Virgin Islands. Most people, I would guess, you know, were in like their 70s and 80s, and I just loved learning from them. It's my favorite little group that I'm a part of. I'm pretty obsessed. So I ordered two books that were mentioned in the webinar discussion. This one is the Amerindians and their legacy in the Virgin Islands. I studied the Virgin Islands in like the early 20th century, so this, you know, predates my research, but it's just still really interesting stuff to know. Have some images, but it's just really, really important when we're studying places like the Caribbean, that's such an intersection, that we know first about the people who were there first. So this is just kind of like a little pamphlet, but I'm excited to read this. And then lastly, this is the last book that I'm gonna show you. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is St. Thomas and St. John. I'm pretty sure that I used this book in my research and got it from like interlibrary loan and stuff, but I'm so excited to have my own copy. It's full of images. This is just like incredible. You know what? I don't think I did have access to this during my research. I would have remembered this. I think I tried to get access. Oh, wow. I haven't actually seen this with my own eyes yet. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a photograph of Rothschild Francis, who I wrote my master's thesis on, and he is my husband's great-grandfather. It says, Rothschild Francis was by trade a shoemaker. In 1912, he was captain of the shoemakers' cricket team, which played the tailors' team of Charlotte Amalie. During the later years of the Danish regime, Francis became more involved in the social and political issues discussed in the evening mutual aid society meetings. Here he is visiting the Danish warship Valkyrian. Wow, this is just amazing. I mean, there's so much more to his story. I think this is, well, this is written in like English and Danish, and this is more, yeah, 1855 to 1917. This is probably why I didn't fight harder to get access to this, because my research is when the Americans took over and purchased the Virgin Islands, and so that was in 1917. But oh my gosh, I can't wait to show Derek that picture. There are so few pictures of him. There's mostly like illustrations. Oh, that's just really, really, really cool. Okay, see, this is why I read so much, because I have so much reading to do. I need to get all of this information and these stories into my brain. So thank you for taking a look at these with me today. Oh, the other thing that I have going on, I only have a couple days left of being able to wear sweats like every single day. Dress-cember is starting soon. December 1st, I'll be wearing a dress every day in December to raise money to combat human trafficking, and I'll just be doing it all from home. Normally I have like my students take pictures of me because it's really hard to get a picture of your outfit every single day for a month. So I don't know what I'm gonna do this year, but I don't know, we'll figure something out. So I will leave a link below to that, and it's in my Instagram bio. So yeah, kind of like a lot is coming up. And I need to go grade and plan and go to the store and okay, I've been avoiding work for too long. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.